Good morning, hope you're all well. Thank you very much for joining me for part 4 of this roe deer tutorial. So we're going to make a start on the nose and the mouth, and then we'll work our way down the neck. So I'm just going to grab, I'm definitely going to need black, dark sepia, and I think for the base layers we'll start off with warm greys for the nose around the top, and then I'll have a look in a minute for the mouth. But yeah, so I think we'll start with warm grey 2. Just trying to find it. For sort of around the nose. I'm just going to get the dark sepia actually, just to mark in the darker areas so that we don't lose those. So I'm not going to rub out the line art for this. And then the mouth as well. Just going to pop the outline of that. So I just keep looking back at the reference photo just to make sure I'm not lost anywhere. Okay. So I'm just going to sharpen my warm grey 2 just a little bit. I don't want it too sharp. And we'll go in circular motions with the flat edge of the pencil. Sort of medium pressure. I love this colour, it's really nice. It's yeah, it's lovely. It's a great base layer. And then these two little sort of funny shapes here, I think I'll actually use cold grey 1 for those. Yeah, there's sort of a real combination of cold grey and warm grey in this nose and mouth. And actually, I said I was going to come back to it, but I think I'm going to do cold grey for this, the bottom bit of the mouth, but I'm actually going to let the paper do some of the work because it's quite a white glow kind of around here, so I'm not actually going to add any colour in. So I'm going to sort of go around here. Sort of a whiter bit around here as well, so I'll leave that. Okay, and then I think I'm going to do the darker areas first. Oh, sorry, my pencils. So I think we'll go in, I've got cold grey 4. Sharpen it a bit, but not too much. And there's sort of funny bit here actually where I've put that warm grey that I shouldn't have put. It's almost a bit of a triangle actually. Pop that in. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all the cold grey in for now. I think I'm going to grab the black and just go for it with the nose. So it's kind of on the outside of the cold grey that I've just put down. And just keep looking back at the reference photo to make sure I get it right. And then just going to kind of pop it down as a base layer, because even though I'm only using one colour here, you still need to, because obviously it's going to be such an intense black area, we need to make sure we smooth the tooth of the paper, and then like always add the layers, and that's how you'll get the intense black. So making sure that any sort of white areas, sort of where there's reflection or anything like that, I'm just leaving it out and sort of letting the paper do the work. Okay, and I think the other darker area here, I'm actually going to use, excuse me, dark sepia. I just feel like it's not quite as intense. Yeah, I feel like black would be too much. I'm going to get the walnut brown and sort of gently with circular motion sort of coming away from the dark sepia. And there's a couple of other areas that I'm going to pop the walnut brown in as well, just here. I think I'm actually going to go across the mouth with this as well, and then kind of pop a bit of dark sepia to the outer edge of it. Yeah, it's actually quite brownish. And also round here I'm going to pop a bit of the walnut brown. Again, just looking back at my reference photo. some funny little shapes within this nose. And then just grab the dark sepia just to darken this back up again. Get my walnut brown back. Do excuse my horrendously grown out gel nails as well. I haven't had a chance to go and get them taken off, so they look pretty shocking at the moment. This is the dark sepia, and then the walnut brown again. Just going to grab the nougat as well. Still don't know if I'm saying that right. Nougat, nugget, you know what I mean. And I'm just going to add a bit of a whisper, as I say, along here. And in here as well. And I'm just going to kind of blend it with a few little hair strokes. And a kind of a whisper around here as well. Okay, so sorry, I've just had to move the camera a little bit. I hope you can still see clearly. So yeah, with the nougat, I'm just going to carry on sort of adding little bits in here and there. I'm going to get the warm grey 4 if I can find it. Just circular motion, just add a darker area in here. I'm going to get the walnut brown again and just make it a bit thicker along here. And the dark sepia, just add some darker points in. Again, obviously with this not being fur, just using circular motions. And then the walnut brown again. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, my stomach is growling, I'm so hungry. And I'm just going to take it out a bit further here. And obviously I don't want to make it look like it's literally stuck on, so just really gently kind of blending away with some little hair strokes. Oh my god, where's it going again? So it's a bit darker as it blends out up here with the walnut brown. Just kind of constantly looking round the area, you know, to sort of, because there's always things when you look back at it that you'll notice. Yeah, sort of every time you look, you'll probably see something else or a little bit that needs adding or whatever. And up here, there's a bit of a triangular shape. Say triangular, it's quite a loose triangular shape. I think I'm going to go and grab a bite to eat, guys, and then I'll be back in a minute because it's annoying me, the noise, so it must be annoying you. So yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, just had some lunch and some chocolate, so I think I'm good to go. So I think, just checking back at the reference photo, I'm going to grab the dark sepia. Just feel like I need to darken up around here. To be honest, I actually think I'm going to go in. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to grab the black just to darken. I feel like it will give it a bit more shape. Darken around here. Yeah, that's better. And into here. And just getting the dark sepia back. feel like these little darker areas that are adding in that makes quite a bit of difference to that kind of realistic pop. And I've just got the walnut brown, and I'm just going to darken up around here. The dark sepia again. And just these little shapes and the bit around the mouth. And then I'm going to grab the cold grey 5 and just gently add in around the edge. And obviously just where I've gone over a bit of the black, I don't want to kind of dilute it, so just go back over there. And then I'm just going to get the sharper edge of this colour and just put a little bit more around this little bottom corner. And also along here as well. Excuse me. Okay, and then grab the nugget, whatever, and just gently lay some of it down here. And obviously look at the areas where it looks like it's a little bit darker. Just going to grab the warm grey 4 again. Just go in that area a bit. Pleased with how this nose is coming together actually. And obviously it's a bit darker around the edges, so just go in a bit heavier around there. I'm just going to get dark sepia because there's a couple of sort of outline lines that I need to add in. Again, I think black would be a bit too harsh for this. Oh, I'm sorry, I think there's a road sweeper outside, it's really noisy. And just going to come down a bit heavier down here. I feel like I'm going to sneeze now, bear with me. Oh, sorry about that, that's better. And then I think we'll start to add a bit of sort of outer colour on this lighter area. Excuse me, I feel like it is, I'm going to get warm grey 3. Excuse me. Oh dear. Just gently circular motions around the edge of the shape and the bottom. Okay. I'm just going to grab the dark sepia again. Again, there's just a little bit of outline line that needs to be added in. Okay, and then I'm going to work on the bottom bit and of the mouth, and then I think when I look back I'll probably start to see some bits that I've missed out. I'm just going to grab Payne's Grey though, and just add along here a bit of a line. There's so much noise going on outside, it's ridiculous. A bit of Payne's Grey in the top here as well. I'm actually going to keep hold of the Payne's Grey and also the warm grey 3. I'm going to get the warm grey 3. Now, although I've put cold grey down as the base, which I think's right, I'm just going to add some warm grey 3 areas in. So I'm just going to gently, with circular motions, create almost a bit of a blurred line across this upper edge of the lip or mouth. think most of the way along pretty much, really. I'm just going to blend down a bit from that into this side slightly. And then in this bottom bit there's almost like a bit of a half circle. Obviously darker along the bottom edge. It's almost going to be a bit of a shadow. It's kind of a bit of a line across here in kind of little hair strokes. This is all still with the warm grey 3. It's getting in a bit darker. Excuse me. And blend out a bit to the side. And then I'm going to grab a cold grey 2. And actually I'm going to sharpen it a little bit. I'm going to get a darker cold grey, I think it's cold grey 5. Sharpen that a bit as well actually. And I'm just kind of doing a bit of a darker line coming down from the lip. And then I'm going to come a bit darker with it along here, because like I said before, the light's coming from this side, so it's shining across, which means this right side as we're looking at it is darker. Excuse me. get the warm grey one actually. And I'm just going to try and take away the graphite line. And just gently put a fairly soft line in there, and again on this side as well. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of have a bit of a stare at the reference photo, and just see if there's any areas that I want to make a bit darker, which there is. I'm just going to get the dark sepia and the black at the ready, and get the dark sepia and come along here. Okay, and then I'm going to get the cold grey 3. And just come down this side towards the nose. Down the side there, a bit heavier because of the lighting. Okay, really pleased with how this is coming together. Okay, so it's taken a little longer than I thought, but that's fine. I'm going to leave that here for part 4. I know we've only done the nose, but yeah, I don't want to make it too long on each part for you. So we'll leave that here for the nose for now. I'm sure as I work down the neck and further around the mouth, there might be little bits that I come back and add on. That's fine. But yeah, we'll leave that there for part 4, and I'll see you in part 5.